Hello everyone, and this is my review for TNA Impact Wrestling on January 12th, 2015, and you know, this Impact was very mixed, very mixed. There's some stuff I really like, some stuff that just didn't kind of make any sense of why they're going this route and everything. For one, the opening segment with Jeff Hardy and EC3, okay, it seems like they're building with some kind of feud towards them somewhere down the line. EC3 making him go up against, start at the bottom, work his way back up to the top. I get where they were going with that. His match with Shinron, by the way, not sure if he was going for some kind of DBZ reference there or anything, but whatever. In that sense, but that's just me kind of anime fanish there, DBZ fan there with that. But that match was actually pretty good. A good way of putting Jeff back in there and everything, only giving Shinron a little bit of offense, but Jeff taking the majority of it, getting the win with a twist of fate. I liked where they went with that. The promo backstage with the Dollhouse being interrupted by Madison Rayne and Velvet Sky, which eventually led to what was supposed to be the later tag team match. The one thing that was confusing about that entire aspect was like, okay, they advertised this tag team match for later on in the show, or in everything. So when they come back, it's like, and now it's made a street fight. Okay. Okay. It's just one of those things like, okay, now we're just going to throw some random stipulation into the match. The match itself, not too bad, a lot better than the women's, the Knockouts match from the week before. But again, kind of just senseless throwing the street fight stipulation in there for no reason. So after this, I'm going to go off and say this right here, right now. This is by far the worst talk show that I've seen from wrestling ever. Mr. Anderson's talk show, just call it, huh? Now there's one bright light out of this. And by that bright light I mean they at least progressed something somewhere. That he had Matt Hardy out there for the interview, and obviously the way Mr. Anderson would come off, he would just come off as his typical self, so he's asking questions kind of in a jerkish way, in every way, sense, or form. But Matt Hardy came off like such a heel here. Like, you're feeling heel turn from this guy very soon. And and it was just on the aspect of, oh, I made an excuse for the reason why I lost was because of the match before where I got pile driven on the ground. It's like, okay, that's a very heelish aspect to it. And I mean, we'll see where they go with that. But then he goes off and says, "I'm going to make EC3 an offer he can't refuse," which they did later, which was making getting one more title shot versus his career, and then EC3 making it a last man standing match. Like I said, very heelish Matt Hardy in this one. Obviously EC3 came off as pretty much as a heel, but came off a little bit babyface during his other promo at the beginning of the show. I like the aspect that he was doing with Tyrus there, where he was like, okay, out here we're professional, out back there we're kind of, we're actually buddy and everything, like full on buddy and everything like that. So I liked how, he yanks the microphone away from Tyrus and everything, and Tyrus gives him that weird kind of look in there as well. Like, they're hinting towards something. I'm not sure if I'm actually liking it, because I've liked the EC3 character as a heel. He's been great, and I like what they've been doing with him, and I like the aspect of last week and what they were going for that route and everything last week as well. So I don't know where everything is going to go with this and everything. The other weird one that was just kind of out there is like the whole aspect of the Wolves and Tigray. Okay, you're out there doing a champion showcase, but it was with the team of Eli Drake, Jesse Goddard, and DJ Z. And they were just basically teasing that they're gonna like this team was just gonna break up and everything like that throughout the entire match. Like miscues everywhere. Like this match was kind of just a showcase of what the Wolves and Tigre could do, but it also kind of turns DJZ by going against Jesse Goddard's and Eli Drake in the end after all the miscues and the initial like ditching of DJZ at the beginning of the match. So I mean, that's one of those things. Like it was just kind of out there. It wasn't. It was kind of random. Like a lot of the stuff that you're getting tonight was just very random stuff, and you weren't getting full-on establishment of characters and everything in that aspect. I like the interaction between EC3 and Michael Bennett backstage. That was also, I thought that was a really good segment. Michael Bennett trying to play it all nice and buddy with EC3, and then eventually like EC3 just kind of blowing him off like he was nothing. Perfect, like complete aspect of what you would think from EC3, and like they seem like they were building tension from them. Like it feels like they're trying to build tension in a lot of different areas around the same people, and it's just going to be an aspect of where are they going to go with all this in the end, and we'll have to wait and see. So also throughout the night, they built up the whole Kurt Angle versus Drew Galloway match, and they're doing this as the whole Kurt Angle farewell tour, where he's just having matches against different people and saying farewell to TNA when his contract goes out and everything like that. And the match. And the promo setups beforehand, like you expected this entire thing, and you didn't really. It wasn't an area like you felt like they were going for the first match, which I feel like was the best idea of respect between the two competitors. Drew Galloway showing great respect towards Kurt Angle, Kurt Angle vice versa with Drew Galloway. And the match itself was what you would have expected. It was a really, really good match. And it came off really good. And I thought it came off really good. Good main event and everything in there. But like I said, this episode of Impact felt like it was like branching out towards one person, but building tension with a bunch of different people in there as well. Like you also got some tension building there with Matt Hardy and Mr. Anderson with how the interview went, though by far worst idea for a talk show ever in the terms of the name. So I mean, we'll see where they go with everything with TNA Impact. I wouldn't say the show was bad this week, but it was definitely, it was okay. And like I said, they were just kind of branching out and kind of making things kind of out there. Like it's like, oh, we could go with this EC3 versus Jeff Hardy, or EC3 versus Matt Hardy, or EC3 versus Michael Bennett somewhere down the road, and everything like that. It was like just a lot of different things that they were branching to, but also revolving around one person. So we'll see where they go with everything. And that is my review for TNA Impact Wrestling, and I thank you guys for watching.